Good morning. Today we're going to talk about organizing folders on your Google Classroom account. So I'm going to open up Firefox to log into Google Classroom. Some of you will already have some folders and some documents on your Drive, which is like on your Google account, and some of you will not. So wherever you're at, we'll make sure that you are nice and organized for the year to come. So we're going to be nice and patient as our class website opens. We're going to go to student. You're going to choose your grade. I'll just choose, let's say, 5th this time. I'm going to scroll down and find my Google Classroom link, and it's going to open in a new tab. So I'm going to go here to sign in to get into Google Classroom. And I'm going to choose Mr. Austin Kefs again. So austin.koepf@kingstonk12.org. Next, I'm going to enter his password. Now remember, I already joined on Austin's account. I already joined his classroom, so he's going to see under his classes Mrs. H's. So remember, you're going to archive or delete last year's class and then join my technology class this year. Okay, so then once we're, let me just see. Yes, you're going to click on these squares over in here, right over kind of by your name, and you're going to find your Drive. That's where you're going to see what files you've saved, anything like that. You can kind of go through and click through this if you'd like, or take me to my Drive, so here. Okay, so this folder is going to be, it's for your classroom. So like this was last year's Mr. Answer First Grade. So you can right click on that. So right click, the opposite that you're used to, and you can remove. If you'd like to say keep that, that's totally fine. You may do that, but because you've added, excuse me, into your classroom, you're going to find this folder here. So this is where you're going to save everything that we do in class. So it's second and then Mrs. H Technology. So here kind of your levels. If you want to go all the way back to your Drive, you can click this. If you wanted to create a new folder, new in folder, let's say you want to keep a spot for your spelling lists or whatever you want to do, create. Okay, and then if you were to create a new Google Doc, like if we're practicing our spelling words and you wanted to make sure that your spelling words were organized in here so you could find them, you could click on this and then go ahead and do new Google Doc. Open it up this way. And I could start typing my words like, let's just say dog, cat, whatever. Okay, if you wanted to, up here where it says Untitled Document, that's where you can rename and you can say spelling words, I don't know, week 1 or whatever you want to do. And remember, the awesome thing about your Google Drive and Google Docs is you can close it and it automatically saves. Okay, so you can go back to My Drive again. If you wanted to, let's see if we could move this perhaps. If you right click, here's where all your options are. If you want to change the color of the folder to make it easy to find, you can go ahead and do that. That way it looks different. If you want to move back to your Drive so it's on the normal page, okay, you could move here. So that way it's the first thing that you see, Mrs. H Technology. Okay, so that could be something that you could do. So once again, if you right click on something, here are all of your options. If you wanted to, like for example, classroom, if I wanted to move this back to my main page like I just did, I would right click, I would click move to, and then I would change this option. You want it just to My Drive, which is the, this is where everything's at, My Drive, so all your folders and things. So if you click back to My Drive here, if you want to delete, whoops, create and copy. I accidentally did that. You can click undo. Every time you do something, you can see down in here, it will tell you what you do. And if you're quick, you can undo it. You can click undo. So if I wanted to remove this, it's just kind of a getting started thing like that. I could remove it that way. Okay, so make sure if you want to create other folders, you probably don't know exactly what you need right now, but everything that we do is going to be saved in my drive. So make sure that this is nice and organized. If you wanted to create different folders, like I said, delete last year's, change the colors, things like that. That way you can stay nice and organized. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and delete this because I don't know if Austin wants that. See on here it says remove. I could click undo if I wanted to, but I don't. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that. I'm also going to come in here and maybe I'll leave that for him. Let's see if Austin wants that. So once I'm at my drive, if I'm done in here right now, I can go ahead up here and make sure that I sign out. And there we are. Hopefully that helps.